This is the moment we've all been waiting for. Yeah, she's just come out, and there's a cub behind her. Wow. Look at that, everyone. Isn't that just something of pure magic? Very good morning to all the viewers and subscribers. So this morning we've come back to where we left Saseka last night, and we had that great view of her, and obviously it ended very quickly where she jumped off into the grass and then she just vanishes. We've come back to the kill and there's literally nothing left in the tree. There's no kill, there's no sign of her, there's not even any hyenas around the tree. So we're going to swiftly make our way towards the old den and see if we get lucky with her there. There's a good chance she could have gone back there to feed the cubs. If she hasn't gone back there, there's a good chance that she's moved the den, which is not good for us, obviously very good for them to keep on the move as much as they can to avoid being detected. But hopefully we get to go back to the den and we get lucky with them. So we're going to make our way down there. Obviously while doing so we're going to keep our ears to the radio. Hopefully there'll be lions somewhere, whether someone finds the Mbiri pride or maybe even the Nari pride or a different pride. So we'll keep an ear out for that. But for now we're going to journey south. So while journeying south this morning we've bumped into a black-shouldered kite. New name is a black-winged kite. And it's amazing. Hopefully he's going to do it again. They go up into the air and they hover. But they look so good at it, it's actually like they almost look like they don't move and they're motionless. And I think he's got a few starlings, if I'm not mistaken, glossy starlings that are giving him a bit of trouble. Obviously because he's a predator bird and they don't want him anywhere near them. Maybe they've got a nest around or just don't want to be targeted themselves. Let's see if he flies up and gets disturbed by them. Okay, so he just ducked down into the grass after all that beautiful display of hovering. I couldn't have asked for a better example from him. And he just shot off into the grass. He obviously saw a rodent or something small, but I don't think he had any luck. Let's see if he goes again. So after journeying down towards Main Dam, we've come back to the den and just had a brief glimpse of Saseka. It's very, very tough to see her. If she does come out with the cubs, it'll be a spectacular view. They're right on this bank here by the drainage line, but she's behind this sort of fallen down tree, bit of rocks, so it's not very easy to see. I just managed to see the spots through my binoculars. So we are going to wait here for a little bit and just see if she does come out and if maybe the cubs come out. But it's going to be a waiting game full of patience, so we'll see what happens in the next few minutes or so. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. Yeah, she's just come out, and there's a cub behind her. Wow. Look at that, everyone. Isn't that just something of pure magic? Playing with mom's tail. So Saseka was looking at something down in the drainage line. I don't know if there's maybe a small antelope or something that's caught her attention. Okay, both Mom and Cub are looking at something in the drainage line. So honestly, at the moment, I'm just lost for words. I'm so speechless. That couldn't have gone any better than what it did. It's really magical. It's something that I'll hold to my heart very dearly, and we'll definitely be back the next few days, weeks. That's going to be a very cool and exciting story to follow. I haven't been able to sex both of the cubs yet, so I'm not sure which one's male and female. If there's two males, two females, I'm really not sure. But moments like this are vital in terms of the habituation process. We are literally across a drainage line, probably about, if you had to measure, maybe 50 meters or so away from her, and she's comfortable. She knows that the drainage line is sort of like her safe zone. She's on the other side, the cubs are there, the cubs have seen us. She barely even looked at us when we were parked here. I think we were parked here for so long we sort of blended in to the surroundings. We were very quiet. So it's all just little baby steps into getting the cubs to hopefully as relaxed as her one day, or even better. Okay, so we are out this afternoon, and today seems to be the day for cubs. I'm actually lost for words. We've come out this afternoon, and we just had a report that there's been two Mbiri lionesses seen with multiple cubs. So we obviously had the one a few weeks ago on the virtual safari, a few episodes ago, and I was actually beginning to think the worst and thought that the cub had actually died, and because it hadn't been seen for a while. The lioness that I saw with the cub didn't seem to be showing lots of signs of carrying milk, so I presumed that the cub had maybe been dead, but it has been a while, but it also hasn't been too long to say that. So the other day I had a discussion with one or two of the trackers saying, do you think they're still alive? And some of the trackers said no, some of them said yes. And then this afternoon we get this news that apparently there's multiple cubs. Okay, so we finally got to see, I think this is the same cub that we saw a few weeks ago. So the report earlier on was that there were more, but this is definitely a different area to where they were, because from the report it sounds like the other lioness that was here took the cubs into the drainage line, so there must be other ones, maybe two, maybe three, maybe even just one. But it's good to see that this little cub's still alive. I was beginning to think that this cub wasn't around anymore. We'd been seeing the Mbiri pride a lot together recently without any signs of them coming back to this area, so this is great news. So something very interesting worth noting about this lioness in particular, we've managed to tell her apart as the mum, not just because of the suckle marks, but because if you can see around her neck, she's actually got a recent scar. Not being very cooperative, but she's got the recent scarring of a snare that she's escaped from. We only noticed this a few weeks ago, and we weren't really sure about it, but it's become very clear and obvious that it is a snare wound. So as we were saying, the mum of this lioness from the Mbiri pride, the mother of this cub, has got an injury and a snare wound that has healed, and she obviously managed to break free. And it just shows the determination of a mother to keep on surviving, keep providing for that one lone little cub. And it's a beautiful story in itself, just to show you how powerful, if you want to call it, a mother's love is. So what a beautiful shot. We've got the little cub nestled in between mom's paws, protected by her mom, or its mom. I'm not sure if the cub's male or female yet. I think it is a little male, but I'm not 100% sure. But they're both on this little ledge watching down at the water below them, and they're watching a saddleboard stork busy looking for food just before the sun goes down, or the sun completely disappears. It has gone down. And we're losing light fast, so we don't have much time left, but we are soaking up every minute of this. So the sun has really set now. We're pushing our ISO to the max here. I think this is going to be the end of this virtual safari, and what a way to end it. We started the morning off with leopard cubs. We ended the morning off with lion cubs, or one lion cub. Hopefully there's even better news and there's more of them somewhere around here. But what a special virtual safari. I didn't think I'd get leopard cubs and lion cubs in the same day. And it's turned into one of those magical days once again in the Manuleti. But I hope you all enjoyed that one, and we'll see you on the next episode of the Virtual Safari. We're going to be out early tomorrow morning, and I think this is going to be the best start to come back here and see if we can catch up with the whole Mbiri pride, and maybe we even get a glimpse of other cubs if there is any.